What's up, everybody? It's your boy Terrence Warren, aka the Cisco Tutor Guy. Once again, I'm bringing you another video about how to get into IT. And I don't know if this is news to you, but it was news to me that Cisco is or has developed a new certification, an entry-level certification. So for those aspiring networkies and cyber heroes, shout out to boy Clues, that are trying to get into IT or cybersecurity or even what he teaches, and you need that basic foundational networking knowledge, then this cert might be the way to go. Because you don't have to be a network engineer to get into cybersecurity or PCI. You just have to know it. You have to know how to talk about it, how to answer questions about it, and how to explain it. You have to understand networking. You have to understand routing and switching. So, with that being said, let's look at the Cisco website and let's kind of deep dive into these two new certifications that are entry level. They're called the CCT, and that's the Cisco Certified Technician. So if we go on the Cisco website and if we go on the certification trainings tab, let's look at what's available. Okay, technology training. Is that what we want? No, not really. So let's go back to Cisco training. And also, to get some labbing experience, you have Packet Tracer. That'll help you with your routing and switching. Knowledge how to configure routers, how to configure switches. Here you got some Cisco Modern Labs, some CCIE Labs, some DevNIC, and some Cisco Learning Labs. And the Cisco Learning Lab itself is a monthly paid membership that you can subscribe to, because I did that once back when I was in school. I think back then it was $15 a month, but it's not anymore. Oh, it's a little more. It's wow. But for the monthly access is what 180 days. That's a little more than a month. So they have changed, and you get practice questions, practice exam questions. There's the CyberOps Associate training. But we want to go to these new certification levels that I was talking about. So let's go back to certification training and go to entry. And here they are, the Cisco Certified Technician. And if we look at it, oh man, the Cisco Certified Technician covers routing and switching, which is the basic foundation of networking. Now, the Cisco Certified Technician, it comes in 2 tracks, right? And the first track, or one track, is networking, and the other track is cybersecurity. So those certifications are like right on the money for if you're trying to just get your IT career started, and you need 2 low cost, very affordable certifications to get you started. It helps to have two Cisco certs, because one, Cisco has a very good reputation. They have a prestige about them. They're considered premium. So to get these certs in routing and switching is a must-have. And even though their certification mainly covers Cisco devices and Cisco technology, it still opens doors for you just knowing Cisco, because if you know Cisco foundational knowledge, you can quickly learn the basics of something like Palo Alto or Juniper or any of the other technologies. All right. Now, I want to talk about some people are being led to believe that they can get start an IT career making 6 figures with no experience or no certifications. And I just want to tell you that that's not practical. That's in no means normal. I mean, if you know someone or you might get lucky, but that's a very rare occasion that things like that happen. So if you're willing to just learn the technology and do the work and spend the time, a six-figure salary can be made in as little as 3 years. Now, when I started back in 1996, yeah, I'm older than I look. It took me 7 years to make a six-figure salary. But today, with the new technologies like the cloud and wireless and security, all these things weren't really out when I started. So that's why it took me longer. But now it's easier to make a six-figure salary quicker. But you still need the experience, and you still need knowledge, and you still need just some hands-on. So if you want to make that happen, I'm going to show you, because that's what I'm teaching is about how to get into networking, how to get the foundation knowledge to get into cybersecurity. So now we've went through the Cisco site. I'm going to show you. Now you can get Packet Tracer from this site, and that's one of the Cisco programs that'll teach you how to design networks. You know, there are labs that you can download to do in Packet Tracer. But if for some reason you can't get the Cisco Packet Tracer from the Cisco site, here is another site that you can go to. This site is one of the sites that I talked about on my list. It's netacad.com. This is one of the sites that when I first started my IT career, I was a member of when I was in school. So on this site, they have some free courses. All you have to do is register for the site. So by registering for the site, you have the option to take a networking course here or a cybersecurity course, and you can even download the laser version of Packet Tracer. So let's take a look at the networking. All right, so it's got a video that gives you an overview of networking and how to prepare for the CCNA. All right, and here are some courses that you can also subscribe to that's CCNA related, and a CCNP. You can the CCNP core class and the CCNP advanced routing. So that's a brilliant resource for you aspiring networkies and cyber heroes. So let's take a look at the cybersecurity course. So here we have a cloud security course, an introduction to cybersecurity, cybersecurity essentials, a cyber ops associates, and by the way, that is a certification, network security and IoT fundamentals. That's internet over everything. So now, if you needed to get the latest version of Packet Tracer and you couldn't get it from the website, you can simply go to where can we go? Packet Tracer, and you'll get a quick little course on how to use Packet Tracer, what it does, and then you can go to the download feature and just download Packet Tracer. Now, once you have Packet Tracer, the next site you want to go to is another site called packettracer.network. Now, this site is where, if you have Packet Tracer and you want to do some hands-on labs, your own hands-on lab though, you can go to this site, one, get the latest version of Packet Tracer, and if you need an older version, you could download an older version of Packet Tracer also. But if you wanted some labs, you would just go to a lab, and here are some Packet Tracer labs. You got the basic switch setup, how to configure the interfaces on a router, how to configure VLANs and VTP, that's virtual trunking protocol, or how to do port security. Now, mind you, I've done videos on all these on my channel like years ago, but these are more labs than they had back when I did my videos. So you got a lab about how to configure an ASA, how to configure VPN. So also you have tutorials, and some of these tutorials show you what those labs do and what they mean, and some of the protocols like BGP, how to configure voice over IP network using the Cisco phones, how to configure radius, or it talks about the wireless LAN controller for a wireless network using the access points. The next thing we want to look at is the CCNA, CCNP preparation. You have certification exams, training, also just like on the Cisco website. And then if you want to download whatever, anything you need, you can just go to the downloads and download it. Like I said, here's the latest version of Packet Tracer, the 8.2 that has been released. And there you have it. You have you go and get Packet Tracer from Cisco or the Netcat website by registering, and then you come to Packet Tracer network, and this is where you get your labs from. And let's click on one of the labs. What it does, let's see, for VLAN, we're gonna close this ad right here, and it gives you the lab and the lab instructions, like how to complete the labs, where you can just go through and follow the instructions. And if we go back up, it'll give you a link to download the actual lab in Packet Tracer. And this is the VLAN and VTP lab, and there's the lab diagram, the topology. And this will help those aspiring networkies on their CCNA journey. And this was back when the CCNA was offered in 2 parts. So this is pretty old. But the knowledge is still the same. Let's look at another lab. Let's look at a site-to-site VPN, IPsec. That's what's called an encrypted tunnel. You know, like a VPN, but it's encrypted. You can't really hack it. Well, I won't say can't, but it's hard to hack it because it's encrypted. All the data is hidden. And again, it shows you the lab instructions, where you can download the lab, and the topology. Alright? So there you have it. If you like this video, please support the content. Like and subscribe. Small click for you, big thing for me. It helps me put more information out to you aspiring networkies and cyber heroes. Shout out to Dewan Lightfoot for starting the Lab Everyday movement. Shout out to Network Bruh. Y'all should check out their channels also. And I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.